Too Large to Love, which is being described as a show that focuses on guys that can't be in relationships and are depressed because their penises are just too big.
God gaveth too much.
Yeah, it's a problem I don't have.
Huh?
I'm not really seeing the problem.
They can't find a single woman who just loves gigantic penises.
Yeah, who's the casting agent? Some horny chick?
Are we talking about like? So these dicks have to be huge, like, elephantitis style.
Misshapen.
Right.
These dicks are like eggplants.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good
morning! And welcome to episode 980 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday.
This time it's 980.
This time, well, I fact checked myself live. 979 yesterday.
Okay.
This time it is 980. It is Wednesday.
I put 980 in a
July
lot
6th.
of info last night.
Nah, it's all good. I got the thumbnail. I put 979.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was 979.
Yeah,
I was questioning
but technically,
on the announcement.
technically, we've it's really like 983 because we've held back a few for like people like missing shows for milestones. Plus, we're stupid and we've duplicated a few times because we're stupid.
Probably past 1,000, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably at least 990 something.
the number 1,000 is gonna be real hollow because it's not. Because it's not really 1,000. Thank you for cheating on the news with us here at Hard Factor.
Yeah.
Today we've got the Large Hadron Collider and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time with Mark. What more could you want with the Large Hadron Collider?
I get real nervous when we talk about the Large Hadron Collider.
Well, you'll be super nervous because it's.
I get really nervous.
They
like
turned
You'll
it on
be
again,
more
man.
nervous than ever.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Gentleminions, record-breaking hacks and drug smuggling in the TikTok international moment on deck, and then Pat's got Brittney Spears in the hole today.
Yeah, some new docs have come out about Brittney Spears, her conservatorship, and who might have really been behind the imprisonment of Brittney Spears.
Oh, okay.
I'm all ears.
It's going to surprise you.
I love me some Britney. I should have worn. I have a Britney Spears. Well, my wife has a Britney Spears sweatshirt. I should have worn it.
Wait, is it her dad?
It's communal property. It's not her dad.
Yeah, it's our sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Texas communal property law. So
that's right. I should have worn it. I might go get it.
And she can't say
I might go
anything
get it when it's your
about
story. I might go change.
I love that idea.
Will, we need an update on the Raven because something happened with the neighborhood Raven.
Yeah, the Raven attacked my cat today.
Yeah.
So
what happened?
Mike, he's an indoor-outdoor cat. The Raven. I mean, I don't know. Mike shows up. The Raven shows into the neighborhood. Next day, Mike is coming with a big cut on his shoulder.
Oh man,
do you
think it's going to happen again, or this is going to be never more?
I think that Mike attacked it, and I think that the Raven's huge, and it got the better of him, so it sliced his shoulder. Because Mike then, after I cleaned up his cut, he then went and sat in the alley, just eyeing the Raven down, where the Raven was sitting on the other side.
You think he learned from his mistake? You think he's like trying to like?
I think he's not. He wants another shot, but he's not ready for it yet. I think he wants to recuperate and let the cut heal, and then try to go after him again. That Raven
got to
is
watch
an
out
idiot,
for his
though.
eyeballs.
Well,
that's the number one thing.
Its beak is huge. Yeah,
Gotta
I'm sure
use his eyes to watch his eyes.
Sure, it was going for his eyes because it was his shoulder. It's like right close to his head.
By the eye.
So the Raven is just a big dummy though, because I can get within 5 feet of it. So something's happening to this Raven though. Being introduced to the neighborhood and then attacking Mike right away.
No, that's not going to stand. My wife said she'd get on a plane and help come kill the Raven. Like,
I'd have to.
Not much of a welcome wagon.
I think my neighbor and I have it covered, but I'll let you know, Mark.
Okay.
I will.
Well, I'd love to hear when that thing's dead.
Speaking of the Raven, we talked about that and more on the Hive Hour. It's fireworks, COVID, and Roger Huerta's recession. It is live now at patreon.com/hardfactor.
That's right.
Also, we spun the wheel. I have the Hive 5 this week.
That's right.
So if you submit stuff, send it to me.
Roger Huerta, the MMA fighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got into some old stories about how we knew him and why, and and then we looked in his career. He's been on a losing streak.
Yeah, we caught up with his career. Right.
Yeah.
Bellator
we checked in on with Huerta.
Sick.
That's his recession.
Tiny little guy.
Going to Bellator.
Yeah,
shorter than he's listed. Not 5'9".
Yes. All right. Let's do the news.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
All right, so we do the fun fact first. And again, I've done this a few times now. Let's talk about a national day. It's a throwback. Yesterday was National Bikini Day, and we missed it. Whoops.
On the drive to Big Naturals Day and everything.
Yeah, that's one we should cover every year, right?
We really should.
Yeah.
We also discussed Big Naturals Day on the Hive Hour.
That's right. Speaking of which, we're at about 15 to 20% of our goal for Big Naturals Day. We're approaching 1K of the 5K we need. Please donate. It's for breast people. Anything over 5K is going to breast cancer charities. We aren't making a single cent off this, no matter how much is donated. You got
just establishing Big Natties Day and giving the rest to charity.
We're just fans. We're just
nothing
fans.
else. Think about it just as sexual harassment insurance policy for yourself, because it's going to give you the opportunity once
you're a donor
once a year to say, I am one of the founders of an official holiday that celebrates big natural breasts
and keeping them healthy.
And that's true. What you just said is true. You can quote, you can use that quote. And someone says, Brian from accounting, hey, by the way, what's up, Brian? Sexually harassed me.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
Because all he did was he speaks the truth, right? It just so happens that you also have naturals.
It'll be a
I doubt it'll get you out of anything like that. But, I mean, it is a great conversation.
Well, how about this? You'll get a free Big Naturals t-shirt with any donation of $50 or more. And you guys are doing pretty good, but we can do better. In fact, we're going to get this done, but we're being realistic about it now. We probably won't hit August 3rd. So we need the money. Then we need to meet with the National Day people, and they need to set it up on their websites and stuff. So we don't have a lot of time. So we're planning maybe on changing this date to 10/3 because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and any 3 looks like boobs. So there you go. But still donate now.
I mean, 8-3 looks the most look like boobs. That's on you.
Yeah. Right, it's not fast enough.
Well,
not
but
fast
also that was an excellent suggestion from listener Logan Gray. That's who sent
October
that.
Is
October.
Yes.
He reminded us that breast cancer
Logan.
awareness
You might actually
October.
get this day done in 2022. Otherwise, it's going to get punted to 2023. We don't want that. We need the breast.
He also says we need to up it. We need to go 10K if we're going to go. Like we need to really treat the tits well.
Yeah, so. Donate now. We need it. Breasts need it. Do it for breasts. Okay, honorable mentions. From big breasts to big dicks. New show alert. A casting call has gone out for men in the UK that have overburdeningly large penises, ginormous penises, for a show called Too Large to Love, which is being described as a show that focuses on guys that can't be in relationships and are depressed because their penises are just too big.
God gave it too much.
Yeah, it's a problem
Tough
I don't have.
situation,
I'm not really seeing the problem.
They can't find a single woman who just loves gigantic penises.
Yeah, who's the casting agent? Some horny chick?
Are we talking about like? So these dicks have to be
huge,
like elephantitis style.
Misshapen.
Right?
These dicks are like eggplants,
like
real eggplants.
You can hear the dick enter the room. Yeah. Like they have their own area code.
It thuds against their legs when they walk.
Who's casting this? It's got to be a horny chick. She's like, all right, let's drop them. Oh, my goodness, you're in. You're on the show. They should make a too small to love. Yeah, they should make it too small to love if they really want to see some sad sack cases. They're trying to say this is a sad show.
If these guys wear
too small to love. Yeah,
right. If these guys wear basketball shorts, they'll just knock somebody out.
Yeah,
pisses
like
me off because you're just giving so many fucking guys one more excuse to humble brag.
No, I know.
Right,
it's just one more humble brag.
I know. What is this?
Small Love is an actual sad show. This is total humble brag.
What is this Too Large to Love show going to be? Just a bunch of guys high-fiving and cleaning up at bars? They're like, you see those cameras? We're filming a show called Too Large for Love. It's about guys with enormous penises, and I'm one of those guys. You want to get out of here?
Right, because once they see it, there's a price to admission. You know what I mean? The mystery, right, that gets you home.
This show's going to do wonders for these guys that already didn't need it. I mean, these guys don't even need a personality. Not a single one of them has had to ever learn a magic trick in their lives. Like, it's already.
I don't know why people want to have one-night stands with me. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like a lot of that.
Yeah. You want to see my penis kind of disappear in your vagina? Can't go all the way in.
So they call you the snake, huh?
Yeah.
The advert. Do you think they'll have a measuring contest with these guys?
It's like this is like there's been shows like this for.
Yours
chicks
is pretty
before,
big,
right?
but check this out.
Like
this is a ridiculous show.
No, it's like there's been shows like this for girls before, like where like really like attractive girls are all single, right?
Vaginas are too big to love.
Shit like that, right? No, not
too
vaginas
tight.
too big to
It'd be
love.
like too tight to love.
Too tight to love, right? Exactly. That would be the same premise,
right? That's what I'm saying.
It's like she's got a hand
ridiculous.
in there that's squeezing it.
But I'm saying it's an absurd show, right? Exactly.
It's
like,
ridiculous. The advert for the show, which was posted on the Lost in TV website, says they are seeking participants over the age of 18 of any sexuality or ethnicity who have giant penises. It's coming from the same production company named Spun Gold that brought you My First Threesome. So they're really tackling the tough issues some people have to face: threesomes and huge dongs. Like, what is this? A secret research study on happiness?
No, it's just
I liked My First Threesome.
Yeah.
It's porn adjacent, right?
Yeah. What is this, a casting call?
My First Threesome was good. Yeah.
Is this a casting call for the next wave of porn stars? Like secretly?
Yes. That's what My First Three. Yes, both of these shows are.
Yeah.
Mark,
I mean, it's like just a porn company spinning it as a reality show. And then they're going to be like, do you want to make millions of dollars? Yeah.
Right. All these people will then become porn stars. Or
something's not adding up. Yeah.
No, what it is, it's like the ultimate fighter for porn stars. Both of these, My First Threesome and Too Big to Love, both of them is like ultimate fighter of porn stars.
If they were serious,
if you get to the top of these, you're going to be a fucking star.
If they were serious, they would be too small to love. But it's clearly
like
porn.
They're like talking to like
porn,
the mothers of these men who like
I just can't love him. It's just I tried, but it's just too big.
How'd you get a diaper on this kid?
His penis is so freakish.
My mom hasn't talked to me in years. She says it's too big.
It's too big. I mean, give me a break. Anyways, that's that. Grand Theft Auto 6 is on the way, guys. Eventually, at some point. How do I know this? Well, it's because the teams of developers at Rockstar that were working on the remastered versions of Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 4 have been shifted to Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's good, I guess, because Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013.
Let's get a new Red Dead instead, right? I mean, like,
they've just been making straight cash on me. No, gotta go Grand Theft Auto. They've been making straight cash on me on the online version and all the pay-to-play features of that online version. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto, baby, come on.
The online's okay, but in all seriousness, Mark,
I know you're a game.
I know you're a hardcore Grand Theft Auto fan, as I am too.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I personally say Red Dead 2 was. I would trade in Red Dead 2 for any.
We just got a Red Dead. Look, Red Dead's cool. You're on horses and stuff. Grand Theft Auto's and it's better.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
what
cars,
city
it's
is
planes,
it
it's
gonna be in,
motorcycles. Well, 4 was Liberty City again. They've done San Andreas. Have they redone Miami again from Vice City? Maybe it's
Vice City, or they haven't gone to London.
Miami was sick.
They haven't gone to London since 2.
London would be cool.
Yeah.
No, they haven't said much, Will, because I think it's going to be several more years still. I will absolutely get GTA 6, though, and upgrade systems if I have to, whatever it takes. Take it to the internet.
Whatever it takes.
Some people are a bit skeptical about this game ever coming out. Like, for example, Jeremy says, GTA 6 better be a masterpiece if they're going to pull in this kind of shit while making it, which he's talking about getting rid of the remasters for GTA 4, which would have been awesome with Nico Bellic and
who needs a remaster though?
You don't, but I mean, it's still 2 strong games. I mean,
people like Jeremy need the remaster.
No, Jeremy
getting excited about the remaster. Yeah.
Jeremy, they literally gave you
they're
a fucking
like
masterpiece.
$20, and
they gave you the greatest game ever made with their last release. So eat a fucking dick.
How many times has that guy replayed the old?
How about this guy who's saying, GTA 6 is coming, sure. Meanwhile, GTA 5, it's Putin shaking hands with the PS3. It's Putin as Grand Theft Auto 5 shaking hands with the Xbox 360, and then the PS4, and then Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point.
Because Grand Theft Auto 5 has been on 3 generations of systems now.
Right. Very fair point. Mark, I was going to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very
It came
true.
out, it was like the first game for PS4, so it was back. It came out in 2013, as did the PS4. So it was on 3. It was made for 3 and 4, and it's also compatible in 5.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask to that poster's point, like, what is the release date? Like 2030? Like,
who knows? Oh, here's one guy has DJ London, speaking London, has an idea when it'll be released. Society when GTA 6 finally drops. It's like so futuristic.
Yeah. It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, that's a good point, but look, man. Again, they gave you Red Dead 2, and that was just
they're great developers.
Yeah, they're
but
a good
we want the game. We want the
sure.
game. But guys, it's Twitter user So Valid once again living up to his name when he tweeted. GTA 6 better have the most realistic boobies I've ever seen in a video game.
Great point.
Enough said.
You
So
heard?
valid is right again.
None of them Duke Nukem titties. You know what I'm saying?
They better be great titties.
Because you're going to be able to go to the strip club.
Yeah. Lots of boob and dick talk in this coffee, even for me. I apologize. Next up, our boy Brois Johnson is in trouble. A big trouble. You remember they did like that vote of no confidence thing for him in Parliament like a month ago or recently that he won. Yeah, I won by a lot. Yes. It was 211 to 148. But apparently, even having the vote, regardless of the outcome, is a death knell in British politics.
They say resign, sir.
Yeah, you're supposed to resign after the vote,
Boris,
even if you win. Instead of being forced out, you get to resign. But
that's how the British do it. But Boris has insisted he refuses to do it.
Everyone in the past has done it, including the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher.
Everybody.
But Boris, like Will said, is refusing to go. We covered that in a recent episode. We should the interview after the vote where he's all high and mighty, and the interviewer's like, "Yeah, but you have to resign now." He's like, "No, I will not resign." No. Now people in his cabinet though are starting to resign left and right because they're embarrassed to be associated with his non-resigning ass. Treasury Chief Rishi Sunak and Health Secretary Sajid Javid resigned within minutes of each other on Tuesday, and they are two of Brois's most senior cabinet members. They're like his 2 and 3. Yeah.
Brois just leapfrogged Bolsonaro for the next G20 leader out.
He's out. He's going to be out for sure. It is with enormous regret that I must tell you that I can no longer in good conscience continue serving in this government. I am instinctively a team player, but the British people also rightly expect integrity from their government, said former Health Secretary Javid, who's full of shit because both these guys are in line to step up as the head of the Conservative Party if Boris is ousted. So this is kind of it's like a mini mutiny, and it's more of a strategic play than a moral play.
Out of the way, so that the other people who stay behind want you to
leave. So they can be the next Brois.
But
they're going to be like,
them,
oh,
Boris is
me?
Yeah. Oh, me that did the right thing? Yeah.
But they've never met a dickhead like Brois Johnson before. I mean, like, this guy...
he's going to stay in there like a tick. He's dug in like a tick, Will.
Yeah, I think because he said it so many times.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. He's like,
also,
dug in like a Kentucky blue tick, I'll tell you.
He's like Ravensburg. You know, he's not going to go, even though everyone knows he ran over that person.
Yeah, they had to throw Ravensburg out.
Right, so it took forever. It took like 2 years. Also, this came on the same day that a brand new Brois scandal came to light. The latest scandal saw Johnson... Yeah, this is awesome. The latest scandal saw Johnson hit by allegations he failed to admit he knew he appointed a lawmaker to a senior position that had several claims of sexual misconduct, like he knew before he even appointed him. That lawmaker in question is Chris Pincher, and he resigned as deputy chief whip this past Thursday, a few days ago, amid complaints that he groped 2 men at a private club. The Pincher. Yeah,
Pincher for nothing.
Exactly, Pat.
Isn't
that a little too on the nose that Pincher's a groper?
He's a big time groper. His excuse was that he was hammered.
Really?
Yeah, his excuse was like, I drank too much that night and just started pinching it.
And they had sweet asses.
yeah. They asked him what his excuse was, and he goes, I'm a hound dog. I'm a hound dog, baby. They asked Johnson if, do you regret appointing Pincher even knowing it? And he said, I think it was a mistake and I apologize for it. In hindsight, it was the wrong thing to do. I apologize to everyone who has been badly affected by it. I want to make absolutely clear that there's no place in this government for anybody who is predatory or who abuses their position of power. Bottom line, Brois is fucked though, and the rats are fleeing the ship.
Yeah. Well, is he going to resign? That's the big question.
I heard that he's going to be appearing on Too Big to Love.
Yeah, he's got one, man.
I just need him to hold on.
He's got a tool in that shed.
There is a chance I might be appearing on Too Big to Love.
He had a stripper pole in his office. The guy,
like 13 kids.
I just need him to hold on till August because Bolsonaro is going to be out after the Brazilian election. So as long as Brois can just hold on and keep being an asshole.
Do you have money on Bolsonaro? Do you have money on Bolsonaro?
I think Bolsonaro being the next G20 out.
I think you got it. August. I think he's going to hold on for a couple.
I just need him to just hold on till August, Brois. Just come on.
He's not going to hold on forever, but he's going to hold on.
Right. Eventually he'll give in, but they got to be nice to him on his way out. Like he's not going to give in until they're like, all right, we'll give you a cush job on your way out, Brois. And then Brois is like, all right.
We're definitely We'll definitely keep you updated on the Brois saga.
We'll throw in 20 stripper poles, Brois.
Exactly. And that takes us to
the cream of the crop.
And today, the number one story with a bullet is the motherfucking CERN. The CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, the CERN. They turned this fucking thing on again for the third time. Why is no one stopping them? What is going on?
If you feel a little different, it's because the CERN is on.
They turned on the CERN again, guys, like yesterday. I'm a little
CERN off, man.
I'm a little confused. You know, we've got people that are willing to blow up abortion clinics, but no one's got the balls or wherewithal to blow up the CERN facility. I'm not calling for violence or suggesting anyone.
Where are you at, conservatives?
But logically, it just seems like, you know, that would be a target.
You would think, but it's in Europe. And so I doubt Europe. I doubt Europe. Yeah, exactly. There's not many people who are willing to blow up the CERN who can travel there easily. Right.
I mean, I don't know. But hey, maybe it's like things can't get worse. Let's turn the CERN on again and see what happens. Let's just leave it on.
Right. And that's obviously why they put it in Europe. They were like, we cannot put this in America. It would be.
Otherwise, we'd have a non.
Can I shoot at it?
Salt.
So many people with 6 shooters.
Abortion clinics are so safe.
It would just be thermite. It would just be a bunch of hicks and like boxes of thermite. They'd all just roll up on it,
driving trucks
and
into
take it out.
Is that thing I don't understand?
It's the CERN.
Yeah, they would crush it. No, so they put it in Europe for a good reason. It's in like Switzerland too, which is like so nobody's getting to it but the Illuminati. I mean
I wouldn't shed a tear if the CERN got vandalized. Apparently, they're looking into dark matter this time, which sounds like the worst idea possible. Sounds a little Stranger Thingsy to me, but I have COVID and I'm miserable and I'm broke, so I don't care. You can do anything. You can't do anything worse to me. Go ahead and leave it on, you fucking assholes. I don't care.
You know, Mark, people blame the CERN for the 2008 recession, but if you look at the dates, it actually turned on after the recession started.
People blame the CERN for the.
Oh, they blame the CERN
for everything.
They blame the CERN for Donald Trump being
Mark,
president.
can you explain what the CERN is?
They blame the CERN. Yeah.
So we'll get to that in 1 second. Initial reports are saying that they just discovered 3 subatomic particles never seen before. Oh, real cool.
First day they
first
broke all
minute,
kinds of
within minutes. It's like a new kind of pentaquark and the first ever pair of tetraquarks, including a new type of tetraquark, were all discovered when they turned on the 17-mile long machine that is going to open a gate to hell. Pat, this is the CERN. It's like a fast-moving collider that it basically, what happened the first time they turned it on 10 years ago, it discovered the Higgs boson, or God's particle, which scientists were looking for over 50 years, and they think that's the basis for the Big Bang. And it was discovered when this thing was turned on and spun it into existence at infinity spins per second using a gajillion gigahertz of energy or whatever. So let's turn
you can say gigahertz.
Yeah, whatever.
Intense,
so let's turn on the CERN, turn it on harder and bigger, and Big Bang our way out of existence.
People believe that it rips. People think that it creates alternate timelines when they.
Why do you think all this multiverse shit keeps coming out?
Oh yeah, because they're just preparing us for the eventuality
multiverse.
Because they open like a new multiverse every fucking time they turn this thing on.
It has been huge in media as of late.
Oh yeah, multiverse just came out of nowhere.
It's a good point.
No, I buy that.
No,
okay, but why? Why has it been 10 years since they turned this fucker on?
It hasn't. 10 years was the first one. They turned it on in 2018 and found like nothing. Just they opened a new gate to something, and they turned it on again yesterday.
They had to upgrade
opening a new gate to something.
Yeah. So, but what happens is the Large Hadron Collider, like they'll get everything they can out of it, and then the scientists are like, all right, like Mark said, we need to rip more holes in the multiverse. So let's shut it down for a few years, soup it up. They go in, they bring a bunch of mechanics in, they soup up the pipes, and then they turn it back.
They're trying to prove that like all this dark matter and like multiverse type crap exists, and they're doing a good job of it by just turning the thing on, whether they get the information
supercharger on it. Yeah. I will say this, guys. If you haven't, I encourage you to read the manifesto of the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, because
that's a fun read.
What he was talking about, talking about being anti-technology. And,
for sure.
And
I do agree with him on
that.
I agree with him on that. We jumped the shark. AI is coming for that ass. But
the CERN is really upsetting the Unabomber right now. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if
Yeah, he's saying I told you so.
Only direct your violence at the CERN.
No, I'm saying you're right. I mean, like Ted Kaczynski is upset with the CERN. I mean,
listen, Ted Kaczynski was a genius. He's an asshole and he killed a bunch of people, but no one's saying he wasn't smart.
Yeah. A lot of injuries. Yeah. So he wasn't that good at bombing, truthfully.
Yeah, it took him a while, but he's a piece of shit. Anyways,
the CERN though. I mean, the scientists say that it's not ripping holes.
I'm just saying, what do you think Ted Kaczynski did?
Wouldn't the scientists
when he heard about the CERN? His coffee out.
Yes, they would.
What do the scientists say about what do the scientists say about COVID? That it's not a big deal. Back
in the beginning. Yeah, back in the beginning, they definitely threw us off the origin trail.
They did.
So you can't trust all scientists.
No, what are scientists doing? Leave us alone. What's with COVID? What's with the time continuums that you're?
But so many of the scientists
leave us alone. Scientists,
good stuff.
Everything was fine. What are they doing? That's good. This is not good. The CERN is not. There's nothing.
There's good and bad.
You're not curing cancer with the CERN. I'm sorry.
For every CERN, you get for every 3 CERNs, you get one good thing.
Don't test the CERN, bro. I'm just saying. And I'm saying what I was saying, Will, is Ted Kaczynski, when he heard about this in the ADEX Supermax facility in Colorado, he spit his coffee out. Yeah.
Yes, he did. He said,
"Get me a sheet that won't break by my weight when I jump off the top bunk." Yeah.
Right.
He tried to commit suicide.
Yes, exactly. And that's today's cup of coffee. I'm just so over people on Earth are so stupid. I'm about to pick up a heroin habit because who cares anymore? None of it matters. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by First Person. We all want to turn back the clock, right? For some, certainly before the CERN existed. For some of us, it's for vanity. Others just to relive those glory days. For me, I would love to wake up every morning with zero brain fog, right? I'd like a clearer mind and to be energized as I was when I was younger. I could go all day, baby. No naps. But thanks to First Person, I can now. I can take a more active role in my brain's overall health. That's awesome. After witnessing the deteriorating effects of Alzheimer's had on their father and grandfather's cognitive health, brothers Chris and Joe were determined to take their brain health into their own hands. And good for them. 25 years of research and experimentation later, they created First Person, an innovative precision targeted cognitive supplemental system which uses the brain-boosting medicinal benefits of mushrooms to activate the full potential of human cognition and brain health. The supplements of First Person are made with functional mushrooms aimed to stimulate the body's natural production of specific neurotransmitters that trigger activities like energy, mood, sleep. Boom. First Person uses 100% grain-free organic mushrooms, all as well as a highly curated blend of nutraceuticals sourced from best-in-class vendors. I've been taking the Moonlight to get over my sickness. It helps me go to bed because I've been having trouble sleeping. But when I'm healthy, I like to take the Golden Hour, which makes you you feel like socially ready to engage with people.
Social mood,
exactly. Start improving your brain health and cognition with First Person. Get 15% off your first order by going to getfirstperson.com and use code HARDFACTOR. That's GETFIRSTPERSON.com, code HARDFACTOR for 15% off your first order. Getfirstperson.com, code HARDFACTOR. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Today's episode was also brought to you by Noom Mood. Mental health is one of the most important things to pay attention to on planet Earth. We see it constantly, examples of that in the news day after day. And that's why it's important. It's also true for everybody. Everybody's mental health. You need to take a look at it from time to time. And with Noom Mood, you can do it every day very conveniently. Thankfully, Noom Mood is here to help. Noom Mood is here to help guide you to mental wellness and give you the tools you need to tackle stress. So you'll feel empowered to take on whatever life throws at you. With Noom Mood, you'll take the journey to mental wellness one step at a time. Their guided approach teaches you the power of shifting your mindset in just a few minutes a day. Plus, you have a dedicated coach that walks you through the entire process, checks in on you, makes sure that everything is going good with your program. It's just an awesome app. The new weight loss app was amazing. Noom Mood is that plus like the psychological aspect. It's just incredible. Since I've started Noom Mood, I've mostly noticed that the stress relieving benefits of what it does. It establishes daily routines to help you sort of take care of yourself better, help you stay grounded. I'm also working on sleeping better though, since we're all a work in progress, right? There's always stuff you can improve. And New Mood has a lot of different things that it can help you with. The app is simple and easy to use and accessible and convenient. Only 10 minutes a day. You can do it whenever, wherever, as long as you're with your smartphone. You are stronger than your stress. It doesn't get to control you. Equip yourself with the knowledge and skills to steer yourself to happiness with the New Mood app. Worry less and feel happier. Sign up for your trial at noom.com/factor. Again, that's noom.com/factor. Noom.com/factor for your trial.
This show is all about feeling good, man.
It is.
Oh yeah, it really is. And
except when you talk about the CERN.
You get that was the perfect. These are the perfect sponsors to go with after the CERN.
Mm-hmm.
That
I mean, you need to talk with your New Mood person about the CERN. I imagine
you do. Yeah. You might need everything to deal with the CERN. Throw the kitchen sink at it. All right, pack your bags, gentlemen.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Okay, we're starting off in the UK for some troubling news and then taking the long way around the globe to Spain for some drug smuggling in the end. Insane stops in the middle. So most of them won't disappoint. I can promise you that. Okay, first up, UK / the entire globe. It's a big phenomenon, guys. Hashtag Gentleminions. Heard about this?
I believe I know what it is. Yes.
No idea.
Okay, so it's Zoomers, men who wear suits and bring bananas to film TikTok videos at screenings of Minions: The Rise of Gru, which is in theaters everywhere.
I got some thoughts on this.
They show up in like huge groups.
I got some thoughts on this, boys.
Yeah. It happens. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, let's explain it to the listeners and go through a couple examples. It happens all over the globe, especially in the UK, where the Gentleminions have been banned from at least one UK Odeon cinema movie theater. Here's the sign. It says, due to recent disturbances following the Gentleminions, #Gentleminions trend, any group of guests in formal attire will be refused entry for showings of Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Why are they ruining the fun? I mean, like, they're all buying tickets, right? Like,
I've got some thoughts on this, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, the theaters that are taking action against the Gentleminions, say that these guys actually cost the theaters a shitload of money when they have to refund all the parents and little kids who had their viewing experiences, quote unquote, ruined by the fellas who are having fun out there. And let's look at some examples so you can see. Okay. Here's one from Cork. Solidarity.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so like they got bananas, they're dressed up in suits.
Are they talking during the movie? I'm confused.
Yeah, man.
Well, this is.
I've got some thoughts on it. I'll share with you here in a second, Mark.
Pat has seen some of these videos. Here's another example, Mark, from the Gentleminions from inside the theater. So this might clear up a couple of your questions.
Okay. Yes,
why are people actually pulling up?
They seem pretty quiet.
Yeah, they're very quiet. No, wait, no, they're not. They're not quiet at all. They go crazy.
Clapping during the things.
Yeah. So we got some sound here. Okay. So I'll give you one more example. In America, we had to play the sound on that one. So we're gonna play the sound on this one here. Another TikTok from America because you need to hear what they do inside the theaters. Okay. Here we go.
Show and kicking you all out without a refund. If you all want to sit down and behave, feel free to enjoy the show.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
You are so jacked.
So the guy warned them not to misbehave. This is what they do when it starts. They go crazy.
Oh no. Yeah, you gotta kick it out. That's no good.
They just go nuts. And then they start tossing bananas. They got their feet up.
Then they actually did. People were throwing bananas.
Wait.
Now they've shut the movie down because of the banana thing.
Oh, this little girl is dressed up like a minion. She just wants to watch the show.
Let's get out of here. Crew, what are we going to do now?
Everybody got kicked out. The cops came. Okay, so this is what's happening with the Gentleminions. Okay.
Yeah, here's
Pat,
what's. I'll tell you what's going on. Minions are entering their like fucking 14th year of existence. Is what's going on here, guys. So this is a situation where these motherfuckers are still holding on to something that they loved when they were children. Right, but they're making it a one last gas situation. So they are now old enough to get dropped off at the mall by themselves or even drive themselves to the mall. And instead of getting into cool shit like, I don't know, weed and wine coolers, instead they're dressing up in fucking formal wear and going to Minions and ruining the time for the children that they once were in the theaters, right? Because for whatever reason, these little motherfuckers, Minions must be good because these little motherfuckers, these 15, 16, 17-year-old little bitches should be out fingering. But instead, they're getting together and doing a nerd party.
This is better than fun. This is better
it's the equivalent of a ska band. It's the equivalent of a ska band.
They're having fun, man. Do you remember when we used to go watch movies and sneak in booze and shit?
No, this is different, Will. This is like us going to Pootie Tang. Remember when we went to Pootie Tang? Remember when we went to Pootie Tang? We left Pootie Tang because it was so bad.
The Patriot, we were knocking over champagne bottles.
We were very patriotic. No, we didn't bring booze to the Patriot.
And that was
like
yes, we did, and it was a PG-13 movie.
We
did.
We were like 11.
At Reston Town Center.
Time out.
Yes, we did. I knocked over a champagne bottle with
my
foot.
So
in front of little kids.
Are like our significant others, like our wives, spouses, older sisters, all going to go nuts for the Ken and Barbie movie?
No, it's different, bro. I'm telling you, this is a tail end situation. These kids are coming into their own. Well, the last Minions movie is, and no one has come in and been like, Minions are fucking stupid, bro. No one has told them we need to bring back bullies. Bullies would end this in a heart. No, it's not a joke. They're thoroughly enjoying this, Will.
It's a joke.
It's not a joke.
They're filming TikToks.
Yeah, but they're also fucking going to the Minions movie.
But they're also trying to get kicked out. Like it sucks for the little kids.
This is the worst thing for comedy, period. The fact that there's this many humans that find this funny is the worst thing for fucking comedy.
There's a whole generation that finds it hilarious. It's
and I wish that they would just go on an island somewhere and just not bother anyone.
All in their suits go to an island.
Yeah. I mean, I got no beef with the Gentleman. I think it's kind of funny.
I like it. I love it, except for the noise in the theater part.
Yeah, for the little kids, it sucks. But
that sucks for people in the theater. Like, I get why that's bad for the people that.
Yeah, but if
you see the 7-year-old girl, they were 7-year-old boys once that were enjoying fucking Minions in the theater.
I know that if I'm taking a little kid to that they're getting upset, but I'm enjoying watching the Gentleminions myself.
Go fucking start having sex, you fucking losers. That's all I'm saying.
They should have Gentleminion only viewings.
That's not what that's about, bro. It's not what that's about. Yeah, this is like their Tom Green show. They're living their Tom Green show right now.
It's just a TikTok trend. Yeah. It's one. I mean, it's way less. It's less worse than like the ones where they pour hot boiling water on themselves.
It's not that.
Those aren't real.
It's not that devious of a lick. It's just kind of like a lick.
Yeah, they're just having fun. They just go as a group and have fun.
You know what would be crazy is, remember that stupid kids movie we used to like? Yeah. I don't like it anymore. Me neither. I don't like it. You know what would be crazy is if we all put on suits and went and saw it. Wouldn't that be so stupid and funny?
Well, the movie, I don't know if
has it gotten good reviews?
I don't know.
The Minions Rise of Gru, their official accounts have like tweeted support for the Gentleman.
Yeah, of course, because this is your fucking dream. This is your dream if you're promoting a movie, dude. To get a hashtag that works.
Minions dominated 4th of July weekend, bro.
Every single movie every movie period that's ever come out in the last 6 years has had a meeting. The marketing people have had a meeting and be like, how do we get a hashtag going? And then the dumbest ideas ever get said.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
how much
doesn't work.
It's not fun for the little kids, but yes, I don't know. It's okay.
Over 100 million opening weekends?
Oh, it's big time. Minions is big. Taking it to the internet, guys. I think Josh Billington
they fart.
Tweets at the
Did
best.
You know the Minions fart?
They do. What? Do you hate the Minions movie?
Yeah, bro. It's fucking base. It's base, dumbass, fucking white trash humor. Get it out of my face.
What's wrong with the Minion movie?
Steve Carell is the main character.
Steve Carell's hilarious.
Yes.
Steve Carell is hilarious.
Minions
the main character.
Oh, the Minion farted. Can you believe it farted?
Steve Carell
has got a 91% from the audience.
Who's your audience?
Okay, but Minions Rise of Gru.
It was a piece of art. Well, it was an expression of art.
That's where we're at, Pat. Okay.
It was a commentary on the sexualization of our children. Okay, and it needed to be said.
And look at this. This person, it's got 91% from 2,500 reviewers. And this person gave it a half star, bringing the 91% down. And they wrote, hilariously funny, music excellent, best cast. So they hit the button.
Oh,
like 92.
Yeah, it's like a 95%.
Yeah.
I like the Minions series. These kids are having fun. Taking it to the internet. Josh Billinson tweets, 2020, movie theaters are dead and they will never return. 2022, theaters are forced to ban large groups of teens in formal wear from purchasing tickets because their enthusiasm for the cinematic experience is simply overwhelming.
Theaters are back, baby.
So bad.
Yeah.
Was that a Minion fart?
You don't like the Minions.
You don't like
I think
the Minions?
everybody gets it. Yeah. So that's the
Better off dead.
Gentleminions. And now let's take off on that long flight around the globe to España. But before we're totally out of the UK, Gimp Man is back. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this guy. He's back in West England. There he is.
Boy.
He's a
Dressed
6
like a
foot tall
gimp.
man who wears a gimp suit and touches himself on his privates in front of strangers.
Of course he does.
Yes, he does.
He's the worst superhero.
Yeah,
You don't want him around.
no, you don't.
What's
he
your
creeped out-
superpower?
Who we got? Who can get here quickest? Gimp Man?
He's gonna
Oh.
creep. He's gonna creep the creeps out.
Oh, he's not a superhero. He's definitely a
No.
villain, super villain. He's creeped out a 19-year-old girl with her boyfriend just last week, and there have been over 15.
I
Gimp
bet
Man
he's a
sightings.
Minions fan. I'll tell you
Go-
that much.
He's like, go on.
Gimp Man-
He loves
this guy-
Minions, bro.
Well, while they're at the theaters, he's out in the streets. There have been over 15 Gimp Man sightings since 2018. So watch out if you're over in West England. It's a beautiful area, but Gimp Man is roaming.
Wait a
roaming the
minute.
streets.
They haven't brought him in?
No, they've never
Probably
caught
not
him.
doing anything illegal.
He doesn't really
touching
like. He
his
just
privates is
well, it
pretty-
is. It's
Over the
definitely
pants.
like it's definitely like sexual harassment, but
Yeah.
they've never really been able to get him. Yeah.
He never pulls the ween all the way out.
No, he doesn't.
just- yeah.
He, like so it's like soft pursuit
I like
all
I
the time.
like the over the pants.
Gimp Man. Yeah,
You
he's
know
crazy.
what's under here.
Yeah, you know what's happening.
You know what I'm
Under the
alluding
suit.
to.
Yeah, it's straight. The suit's strained right now.
Oh, gross in the mask. It's disgusting. It's
You
like
a fan of the
man.
Minions franchise?
It smells in here.
It's a menacing. Watch
Watch me touch my Groot.
Gross.
Over to
Groove.
Finland. We got a few more before we get to Spain. So the Finns in the town of Kenkanapa at the company Polar Night Energy recently made the world's first sand battery. So that's what it is. You see, got there. It's on the side of a building. That's a big silo of sand, and it's a battery. It's a renewable energy storage device that stores heat inside the sand, and it can be used to then heat the very cold homes of Finland, even if the wind isn't blowing or if the sun isn't shining on your, on your
Fucking dope.
renewable energy.
Very cool.
Very cool for Finland since they need to reduce reliance on Russian oil and gas, especially since joining NATO, which they currently use a shitload for heating. But it does not do electricity. See there, it's just heat. Sustainable and affordable electric battery material and desalinization processes are going to be huge for the future of energy and natural resources.
Big question.
But this one is just heat, unfortunately. But
Do we
but
know
still cool.
which sand? So like sand from the desert, for example, can't be used in building materials. But
They
like
said rough sand. It's
sand
building
from the
sand.
beach can, right?
This is-
But there's a shortage of building sand, where there's not a
Interesting.
shortage
So-
of like desert sand. Yeah.
So then probably it's the hard to come by sand.
that
Funny
sucks.
enough, for electric batteries, what they're considering replacing lithium with is just sodium. So
Just salt.
salt. So you need to desalinate places because they're too dry, and you need to make salt batteries because we're going to run out of lithium. Could be, kind of a yin and yang there for renewables in the future. All right. Over to Russia for a Brittney Griner update. She penned an open letter to President Biden while her wife, Sherelle, revealed that President Biden has not met with them yet about it. Griner wrote, quote, "I realize you are dealing with so much, but please don't forget about me and the other American detainees. Please do all you can to bring us home," unquote. Griner's been captive in Russia since February for one cannabis oil cartridge, basically the same amount of time that Russia has been brutally, taking Kherson, Mariupol, Melitopol, and the Donbass regions of Ukraine.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see what Biden's next move is. But for now, he's trying to keep it quiet, and he has Blinken and the ghost of Jake Sullivan handling it.
I wonder who the other detainees are. They're not U.S. Athletes, are they? Or they're just probably.
She just means
US
other U.S. prisoners.
like
Yeah.
pieces of shit. Probably there's probably some like pieces of shit in there that.
Probably some, but she's just like, hey, get us out. She's
Right.
like,
Well, they're probably looking over her shoulder and be like, "Hey,
come
can
on,
you put something
do
in
it-
there about
do
me,
it for
right?"
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, well, she also doesn't want to seem selfish. She's like, it's not just about me. It's all detainees. Okay.
There you go.
Get us out. And speaking of big government, let's take it to the biggest government of all for our last stop before Spain. China, home to 1.4 billion people. They had 23 terabytes of private data, citizen data, for 1 billion citizens stolen off of government servers in Shanghai after a database link hosted on Alibaba Cloud was left completely unsecured by the Shanghai police for over a year. So anyone that had access to the link had master access to their database without a password or anything, starting in April of 2021. And you can get sensitive information on anybody that the police had in Shanghai on Chinese citizens, which is basically 70% of China's population. 1 billion out of 1.4 billion people had their personal records on the Shanghai police database, and that was all available to hackers for over a year. They have downloaded it and are offering to sell it. It's estimated to be the largest personal data breach of all time. What the hell, China? So they built TikTok in America to spy on Americans, but then they just gave away their own data.
So it sounds like Alibaba Cloud is probably very similar to like AWS here in the States,
yes,
Amazon Web Services, right?
That's the equivalent, yeah.
So, but like, I don't get that because like if China wants to shut the internet down, if they want the ability to like really keep a thumb on
people being lazy, Pat.
Why are they using Alibaba? Oh yeah, I get you.
It's just people working at the Shanghai police being lazy. They were like, I want a public link I can go access this shit at. Let's do it. They did it. Boom, they got hacked for all the data.
Damn.
And apparently not only did the hackers get it, but like Western intelligence has known about it the whole time. So they've just been accessing it the whole time.
I mean, that's always the thing with hacking. Like that's always like a big question mark. It's like other countries will find things out, but it's to our advantage. Like, so hell yeah, like leave it open, dog. Leave it open.
I just got hacked. I hurled. Had to get up and go hurl.
Yeah, you're on that. So this current phase of COVID,
I look like a ghost. Look how, like real peakish right now.
Very spooky.
It's real pukey, stomachy, and the last leg of it. This current
China hacked me
variant. Yes, they did. The Wuhan lab just hacked Mark live. Yeah. All right, and we're in Spain, the Spanish coast. Last international one. Spanish police reported on Monday that they seized 3 underwater drones capable of transporting large quantities of drugs from Morocco to Spain, up to 440 pounds each. I'll play the video on silent here for you guys, where you could see the bust. Well, I explain. The 3 drone submarines, which is what the Spanish police are calling them, were confiscated, and 8 people were arrested at this bust location. From the police statement, they said the 3, 2 of which were being built and 1, which was practically completed, were to be delivered to French drug traffickers for transporting large quantities of cocaine. The gang also had air drones for drug delivery at their shop too, and they had clients in Denmark, Italy, and Spain on top of France. Morocco apparently produces tons of hash.
That's a quadcopter.
Yeah,
I've messed with that drone before. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, you could transport drugs with it pretty much, and then I don't know.
It's got like a payload of like, it's got like a payload of like 50 pounds.
That's awesome.
Right, those ones don't do as much, but the underwater ones, which is also called like
can carry a buttload.
UUV unmanned underwater vehicle, it can carry 440 pounds.
They look so old, like they look like not new technology. Those
I think
the submarine ones.
They're just because they're just like riveted in some welder's basement, bro. Just welded together.
Yeah, and they build fake like false compartments in them, to hide the drugs. So they probably are all modified like pretty heavily.
Yeah, those drones are like 12 grand probably.
Yeah. So these guys were close, I guess, on the Spanish coast or something, close to Morocco, who produces tons of hash. And Morocco also brings in tons of coke from South America, apparently.
I mean, that's genius, though. In the water, how'd they catch them?
Yeah, the easiest entry point to Europe. They caught them. They've been casing been casing this crew for like over a year.
It's like once you get under the water, it's just like you're good. You got it.
Oh yeah. Also, like some Moroccan hashish sounds really nice right about now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
because that's the end of the TikTok international moment.
All right, guys.
Moroccan hash.
Let's talk about Brittney. Shout out to New York Times journalist Liz Day, who broke a lot of this. She went through the court documents that came out very she went through them quick. That's what I'm trying to say. And she got this stuff
expedited
out. Expeditiously is what I meant to say. In new court docs, guys, Brittney Spears' lawyer She says emails show that her former business manager, TriStar, helped create her conservatorship, which is really kind of fucking shady. So she had this business manager, right? And what a business manager does in music, largely, a lot of times they take 2 to 5%, and they pay your bills, they pay your taxes. They're a strictly financial institution. They have a fiduciary duty to you, right?
You fidouche.
You fucking fidouche.
2 to 5% just to do your finances.
Exactly. So, like a true business manager in music every check will get written to them. They will pay every bill. They will do your taxes. Usually they're a CPA. They'll pay the band. They'll pay you, whatever your salary is. So it's essentially, traditionally, musicians are terrible with finances. So the first thing that you can do, you get a business manager, they take 2 to 5% of the gross, and they handle all the cash.
But also traditionally, as this story is going to go, don't a lot of musicians who are terrible with finances get ripped off?
They do.
Right.
They do get ripped off.
That's also a tale's old as time. It's like,
it's very true. It's a challenge, guys. It's a challenge because
they're easy to rip off. So
when you bring on a business, well, here's another thing a lot of people don't
especially
understand.
boy band style people. Like
That's true. So musicians, right?
Like that boy band NWA.
NWA, yeah, they got ripped off big time.
They did.
Jerry Heller, man, he's a little bitch.
He is.
So a lot of people don't know this, but a musician is going to have an agent, right? A live touring agent. And unless you're like on the level of like Metallica or Dave Matthews, you are paying 10% of every show that you play, period, is going to that agent. And that agency, William Morris Endeavor, CAA, some of the players, right? You're going to have a lawyer. Your lawyer is going to take 5% of the gross. Your lawyer will never, ever bill you. They'll never, ever send you a bill, but they take 5% of the gross. So obviously,
so you'd have to do the math to see if they're paying themselves correctly.
Right. Well, your business manager, who's going to be taking...
which they can't do.
Between 2 and 5% of the gross, right, is hopefully paying your lawyer properly and not in cahoots with your lawyer. And
so
then
you're at 20% already here.
Yep. And then you have your manager, right? So your manager is taking 15 to 20% of the gross.
Damn. So 40%.
Damn, so you only make 60% of your gross.
Exactly.
As a performer.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. But it's a lot of cash that gets taken.
Yeah, you have to be like really successful to be profitable. Like people that are
really
like,
successful.
People that are like just successful musicians are like they're not making any money.
And presumably, guys, and I've run into this before, you want your manager to obviously have a great relationship with your business manager, but not be in bed with them, right? You want your lawyer to have a great relationship with your manager and your business manager, but not be in bed with them. The agent doesn't really matter. It's hard to corrupt those motherfuckers. But point being, you want these people to be talking, but not be in cahoots. And it turns out that TriStar, who was the business management firm for Brittney Spears, and also Mary J. Blige, and Mark, you brought up an interesting point. Mary J. Blige got hit in 2017 with a $6.5 million tax bill, right, for 8 years of back taxes after she divorced from her husband. And guess who her business manager was?
Her husband.
It was TriStar. It was Brittney Spears' business management firm, run by a little lady. I'm going to show you the photo of this chick. Her name is Lou Moss. Look at her. Look at that bad girl. Look at her.
I mean, Brittney Spears is hot. Lou Moss is just
Lou Taylor.
Lou Taylor is just like she's just like a businesswoman that's got a lot of facial work done.
It's not Brittany's best pick on the left.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, because Brittney was under a conservatorship. But essentially, new documents have come out saying that TriStar, which is Lou Taylor's company, made $18 million during the conservatorship, and they created it whatsoever. So they had denied previously that they had anything to do with the creation of the conservatorship. And this is what's super fucked up. This is where you get starting to get super fucked up. It's one thing,
Taylor and her dad.
It's one thing for your parent, right, who's been sucking on the teat and might have an argument to say, and it's not acceptable either way. Hey, I made this. This came from my balls, okay? And I need to eat off of it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but Lou Taylor was so happy to hear him say that. When Jamie said that to her, she was like, oh, I've got the ticket.
Well, I think Lou Taylor said to Jamie,
you made this. It came from your balls.
Oh, you think she told him?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
Jamie
I'm telling
was
you.
more than happy to take it, but I mean,
she probably got him hammered, and then he got him to talk shit about Brittney. He's like, "How mad are you?" You know, and then like it started that way.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm just saying it's one thing for a parent, right? We've seen what crazy stage parents do. Presumably, if you're a reputable business manager, and this lady does like podcasts about like how to be a successful business lady and how to get out of the $6.5 million that you screwed up on not paying the IRS for Mary J. Blige from 2008 to 2017. She does podcast interviews like that, right? But creating a conservatorship to lock your fucking biggest client up, right? When you're already taking 2 to 5% is the devious lick of all fucking time. It's the devious lick of all time, guys.
She's like, I'm going to imprison this beautiful person, this like perfect performer
who's
like,
a little bit
Brittney
nuts.
Spears is like, I mean, I get like she might be nuts, right? But she's like
totally nuts.
She's
but the
so
worst you're
pretty
gonna get,
and such a good performer. I mean,
the worst you're gonna get is just nude Brittney, but you already sexualized her. You know what I mean?
Bitch.
It's Brittney, bitch. So nude Brittney on IG when we sexualized her since she was 16. Sorry, that's a side effect we should all deal with. Look the other way if you're not a fan of it. But it doesn't mean that Brittney's in trouble.
I was 16 when I was doing it.
No, I know. You were a little younger, actually.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Brittney's for a long time. And
I was getting boners to older Brittney when I was like 13. Is that wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
Then I don't want to be right.
Okay, guys. Brittney's lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, claims that internal emails show that Lou Taylor, quote, assisted in the creation of the conservatorship, helped facilitate the conservatorship, and sought to have TriStar installed as a co-conservator. So think about that shit. Your business manager is now the conservator or the co-conservator of your fucking mental wellness. And we talked about that movie, Mark, if you can think of the title.
Yeah, it was like an HBO thing with the little guy.
It was a Netflix original production, I think.
Yeah, the little guy played the brother, like he was like who's the most famous little actor from Game of Thrones?
We're talking about, the little guy, Peter Dinklage.
Oh, Tyrion Lannister?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was like one of the main characters in that movie, but he was pitted up against the evil. No, this lady was doing exactly what Pat's talking about, and he got his mother. He got her into a conservatorship and stole all of her money, type thing, and she did it to like a bunch of people, same way that it happened to Brittney.
There probably are conservatorship.
I don't even know how to look it up. I guess I could look up Dinklage and like.
It was the woman from. It was the Gone Girl from Gone Girl. She was in.
Yeah, it was.
Just like how there's like ambulance chaser lawyers, there's probably like conservatorship specialists who are just scumbags who split a conservatorship with you.
No doubt with old people will, but this is a little bit different. So apparently, based upon the numbers, Brittney made $360 million during the period of time that they had her in the conservatorship. Right before applying for the conservatorship, Jamie, her dad's lawyer, Jerry Weil, emailed Lou, and this is fucked the fuck up. We've run into a problem with our judge selection. The one judge will not give Jamie the power to administer psychotropic drugs to Brittney. So all this work could be virtually for nothing. So essentially, they're in cahoots. The conservatorship folks, Jamie's dad and her business manager, know that they need to drug her ass out to keep her fucking essentially earning, which is absolutely fucked up. So they proved that
what do they mean? They mean like prescribing her Adderall or something?
No, psychotropic drugs, antipsychotics.
Oh,
yeah. So
I care a lot.
Just because she was so stressed out and so.
Well, she probably has like a borderline personality disorder or something like that. She definitely has some serious.
So without her meds, she wouldn't be able to be productive at work.
It's more without her meds, she might be able to end the conservatorship.
Right,
is what it seems.
Yeah. I care. It's called I Care a Lot. 2020 movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, they ended up being a co-conservator. The judge wouldn't let, I guess, TriStar drug her, but that's okay because Jamie was there to drug her.
Right.
Guys, in an email, they talked about replacing Brian Spears, who was her brother, as a trustee. Lou saying, I fought for Jamie for 3 years, prayed and fasted with him every week, and life has changed drastically because of this determination. I'm asking you that you do that now. I'm the right person for this. Get Brian Spears out of here. Making her the trustee of her estate. It's fucked up. There's also a $40,000 loan that was made to the company that they denied, that they ended up admitting to because they fucking got caught. And it's just absolutely fucked.
So what happened when they did that? Like, what's going to happen to them? It seems like they didn't get in trouble with Mary J. Blige.
They're going to go to court. I mean, this woman will be stripped of her license. She has a fiduciary. Absolutely. If it gets proven, she'll be stripped of her license. She has a fiduciary. She will not be able to work again. That's the hope. But this is just the nastiest.
She got to pay anything back.
She's probably late in her career. She
already stolen millions. Yeah, she's stolen.
I don't know.
She might as well retire.
That's water under the bridge, I guess. Because what are they going to do?
I have to retire with all the millions I stole. Like, make her pay it back.
I guess a civil penalty awarded to Brittney potentially.
It's fucked up.
Sewer Brittney.
It is nasty, man. Absolutely nasty. Well, I mean, these documents are unsealed because, or they came out because Brittney's people are going after. But the conservatorship TriStar is essentially saying, all these other documents related to Brittney's finances, we're going to have to find them. We're going to have to subpoena them. But the thing is, they're Brittney's documents. They're supposed to have record of everything they did for Brittney. And then they're like, oh, we can't find these documents. We're going to have to go get them. They're just playing fucking games. This woman's a crook.
Oh,
definitely. Lou Taylor's a crook. Anyway, guys, let's get the wheel up. Let's spin the fucking wheel, huh?
Time.
Can't wait. Absolutely cannot wait.
Here it is.
All four.
Who's it going to be? Cup of coffee in the big time.
Is Willie.
It's wheel.
Wheel. The wheel.
Yeah.
Right on me, too. Oh, okay.
Spin it
I'll
again.
take it.
Wants it
I'll
hard.
take it, Wheel.
Spin it again.
Coffee me, daddy.
TikTok. I was due to not get TikTok. I had 5 in a row.
Yep. And Wes.
And
the
Wes.
W's.
Wheels. That's
W
Wheel
special
and
tomorrow.
Wheels tomorrow, guys. Hey, get out there, have yourself, if you got the time, I don't know, but if you got the time, have yourself a great fucking day.